Hello, welcome to the channel. This is Keto Eloy. If you've never been here before, my name is Eloy. If you have been here before, you know who I am. And basically, I do keto diet. I also do gig work, such as Instacart, Shipt, DoorDash, Favor, which is only here in Texas, and I also do Uber Eats sometimes, stuff like that. Basically, I do videos on the keto diet. I do videos on gig work, how to make money, and I've also done videos on thrifting, which for my reselling business, because I have an eBay store and I also sell stuff on Mercari and on Facebook Marketplace. And some of the videos will be from the garage sales, thrifting, going to Goodwill stores, stuff like that, Salvation Army, whatnot. And I'm also going to mention, now that I mentioned whatnot, I'm also going to get into the whatnot auctions if you all haven't heard about those. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube named Harry Tornado, and he does a lot of those auctions. Another guy that I follow on for thrifting is Cincinnati Picker. But going to the reason that I'm on here today is because I wanted to make my version of a famous YouTuber that I watch by the name of Remington James, which he used to live in Ohio, but he moved to Texas, and he kind of hangs out there with Max Chewing, the guy from Sour Strips, and also Christian, the guy from Alpha Land and Alpha Elite. And I saw him because he makes a lot of recipes, and his style of cooking has changed to the point where when he started hanging around with Greg Doucette for a while, he came up with an anabolic cookbook, and I saw he made some nachos or ponchos, whatever you want to call them. They're basically anabolic because they're done with a low calorie, low fat, high protein, things like that. But I saw him and I liked them, and I was like, how do I ketofy these things? How can I make them keto and make them my own version? I still give credit to him because it was Remington James where I saw the recipe. And I came up with my version, which is a little bit different because I've seen other people do almost the same thing, where everybody goes with the grass-fed ground beef, and they add taco seasoning, whether they make their own seasoning or not, and they'll use low-carb tortillas or stuff like that. I came up with what he used, which is the Quest tortilla chips that are protein chips. I'm gonna go ahead and use these. These only have basically 17 grams for the whole bag, 4 grams per serving. So we're going to use the whole bag. Now the only difference that I changed things around, well, let's go ahead and pour the chips on I have a cookie sheet here lined with foil. We're going to go ahead and pour these chips in the cookie sheet like this. Put them in there. And the difference is I'm not going to use grass-fed ground beef. I'm not going to use ground beef. I'm actually going to use there's a place here in Texas called Barbecuity. They sell barbecue. I just stopped by right now and I went and bought some, and I got about a pound of brisket, and it's already the kind that's already shredded. So I'm gonna use this to put. Oh yeah, this stuff is good. I'm gonna put it on top of the chips. Then I'm gonna put some cheese. I'm gonna throw it in the oven, wait for the cheese to melt, and then we'll put the toppings on. Now, the reason I do keto is not because I'm trendy or good looking or anything, as you can see, but what happened is that I used to weigh 460 pounds. I might throw a picture up there of how I looked when I was that fat. I know I'm still fat. You don't even have to make fun of me in the comments. The thing is that I lost about 100 pounds. It took me a long time to lose it because I didn't know what I was doing. But then I discovered keto when I was living up in Las Vegas, and I lost 85 pounds in 1 year. I did work out, but keep in mind, your diet is 85% or 90% of whether you're going to lose weight or not, because this is more important than working out. Right now I've been doing maintenance, so sometimes I just do low carb. Keto, you mainly do 20 grams of carbs a day. Low carb, I'll go as far as 50, 60. But I maintain my weight. I've actually lost about 10 pounds in the 2.5 years that I've been here, unintentionally, just because I've been maintaining, but I haven't gained weight, which a lot of people are scared of gaining the weight back. You won't gain it on keto. You will not gain it back. Sorry about that. My tongue got a little bit twisted. So next what we're going to do is put the barbecue brisket on top of the chips like so. And you get a better camera angle for next time I do cooking. Well, actually I'm not cooking right now because the brisket was already cooked. Sort of, kind of, right? We're just going to throw the brisket on the chips. There we go. Next, because we're doing keto, we're not doing anabolic, we're not going to use low-fat cheese. We're actually going to use Hill Country Fare from HEB. It's a regular fat Mexican blend. Since I like it cheesy, we're gonna throw a lot of cheese on there. And because we're keto, remember, we need the fat. So, as you can see, the chips are in there, the brisket's on there, and we got the cheese on. So now we're gonna put it in the oven. We're gonna let that cheese melt for a little bit, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the toppings. I actually have some right here already. I chopped them up. I have a chopped onion, which is a 10-15 onion, which is from here from the Rio Grande Valley. Some tomatoes, some lettuce, and some avocados that I already cut up into little squares, as you can see on the side. And we're gonna put them on top. Not only that, but we're also gonna use one little small can of nacho sliced jalapenos. I have some taco sauce from Taco Hill. I also have from H-E-B, some thick and hearty, some salsa. And if you want to put some barbecue sauce on top of that brisket, we can use some of that G. Hughes. This stuff right here will save your life. When you're on a diet, when you're cutting carbs, stuff like that, this stuff is delicious, it's sugar-free, and it helps out, you know, especially if you're eating chicken breast or something and it's a little bit tasteless. You put this on top of it, it'll go down smoothly. And of course, we're going to use some pink Himalayan salt. I'm a cheapo, so I use the one from Hill Country Fair. Well, actually, no, this is Greater Value. This is from Walmart. And here we got some Great Value pepper that we're going to put on there. And last but not least, we got some Daisy sour cream full fat, because like I said, we're keto. We don't skimp on fat. So I'll be right back. We just gotta wait for that cheese to melt. Let me go check and see how it's doing. It is almost there. Now, like I was saying, on my diet, I did lose about 85 pounds in 1 year when I was in Las Vegas doing keto. It was very strict keto. I used to do a lot of fasting in the morning. I would fast for 16 or 18 hours. I even got to a point where I was doing the one meal a day, but it was the keto version. And I'm planning on getting back on it because I want to lose some more weight. Because right now, currently, I'm at 260. That means that out of 460 pounds, I've lost 200. And I want to knock it down maybe, I don't know, 160, 180. I'm 5'11", I'm 52 years old, and I'm diabetic. So that's another reason why I got into keto. I didn't get into it because I wanted to be trendy. I got into it because of my health. And I'll be honest with you, I've been off of meds for about 3 years. I don't have the best sugar numbers. I don't have the best high blood pressure numbers. But I'm banking my health on keto because keto has helped me out a lot. And I can hear some sizzling. Hopefully the cheese is almost melted off. And we'll go ahead and assemble it without having to leave the channel. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn around and look at it. Yep, it's still melting. It's almost done. And hey, feel free in the comments. Actually, if you go to my channel on the profile, you got information there for all my social medias, from Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. You can find me on there. You can leave comments. You can ask questions. Leave comments and questions on the comment section. If you have questions about keto, or if you don't like keto, you want me to do more of the gig work, whatever it is, leave me there. And you can also give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down. It still helps out the algorithm. Leave an emoji, happy face or whatever. Just do something, please. I beg of you. It helps me out. Right now, currently we've been having a pretty nice surge of subscribers. We're at 715 subscribers, which means that we're almost there to the 1,000 subscribers so we can get monetized. That's another thing from the gig work that I used to do full time. Right now I'm working part-time with gig work and also working full-time at Cons Home Plus. The reason I did it was because gig work's getting kind of hard to, pay the bills, stuff like that. So I would really like to go full-time on YouTube if I get monetized. That way I can produce better videos, do better stuff, buy a better camera, learn to do better editing, provide you with better content, and maybe, and maybe things will get better for us over here. And that way I don't have to work as hard because of my illness. In the meantime, I also have my Cash App over there. If you want to help out the channel, help us out so that way we don't have to work that hard and we don't have to worry about stuff like that, because I do have very bad feet from my diabetes. I can sometimes barely walk. I use a cane sometimes. I can walk around the house here without a cane, but when I'm out there in the real world, it gets a struggle because unfortunately I also have an enlarged left ventricle in my heart. So that means that, I'm not here sitting crying and trying to get you all to, feel sorry for me, but because of that enlarged left ventricle, my feet swell up. I think it's called edema, and they hurt so much. But let's go check on those nachos and see how they're doing. Okay, we're ready. We're gonna turn off that oven. We're gonna get those out. I want y'all to see them. I don't know if you can see how melty that cheese looks. If I get it too close to the camera, it's probably gonna make it fog up. So that's it. Now we're gonna start with the toppings. I'm gonna start off with some lettuce, because I like lettuce. And you know, lettuce provides volume, which makes you feel fuller without boosting up your calories, especially if you're trying to cut calories. One thing I learned with keto is that sometimes with keto you don't have to worry about so much about the calories, because the fat will start. Once you get fat adapted, you'll become to the point where you don't have to worry so much, because your body will feel satiated every time you eat some fat, and you're not going to be craving those carbs. So one trick about keto is that if you cheat and you're feeling hungry, basically what it's telling you is that you've been eating carbs, and that's why you feel hungry, because carbs promote hunger. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people choose the keto diet, not because of their health purposes, because it makes it easier for them to lose weight, because of the fact that once you get on keto, it's like turning on the switch, and your body will start using that fat for fuel instead of carbs, and your body becomes like a little furnace. And hopefully, if you're eating less calories than what you're supposed to, you'll be losing the weight, because your body's using, instead of using carbs, it's using fat. And like I said, carbs make you more hungry. And carbs can be from anything. A lot of people think that carbs come up, that all carbs are not the same, and honestly, pretty much they are the same. To me, I've learned that when I read my sugar with the meter, it doesn't matter if it's fruit or if it's a candy bar or pasta or stuff like that. You know, it will make you feel bad. So right now I just put lettuce, I put tomato, I put onion, I put avocado, I put some jalapenos. We're gonna sprinkle some of that pink Himalayan salt on top. I'm gonna put some pepper on there, and I'll put some of this taco sauce. I like this taco sauce. I don't know if my family likes it or not, but I'm gonna invite my mom. Mom's about 80, 81, and see if she wants to go ahead and eat some of this stuff with me. And now we're gonna put some of that sour cream right here on top. Put another dollop over here. Another one over here. Okay. I'll put the spoon down there. Now we're gonna get some of this thick and chunky salsa from HEB. Put some of that on top. And I want y'all to look at this, because this came out really nice. Look, you see that? That came out real good. I'm gonna go ahead and try one chip, because I want y'all to see my reaction. One of these chips right here. Grab a little bit of some of that good stuff on top. And here we go. Here goes the taste test. Oh my God, this stuff is fire. It's good. Y'all need to try it. I'm gonna try to put the recipe in the comments. That way y'all can see it. One more time, remember, thumbs up, thumbs down, emoji, comments, whatever you do, please subscribe, because 97% of the people who watch my videos haven't subscribed. So go ahead and help me out. See you later, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.